Hari Om. We are reading Shakuntala, third act. And I just read the one verse, 11th verse, Shakuntala is writing the Madana Lekha. Okay, Shakuntala is writing the Madana Lekha, and the king is describing how does she look. He doesn't spare and doesn't leave any single opportunity to describe her physical beauty and her various bhava mudras. So this is Sthane Khalu Vismrita Nimeshena Chakshusha Priyam Avalokayami. So Sthane Khalu, I mean, my gaze is constantly at her, and now it is well rewarded because the posture which she is not aware that king is watching her, but she is khoi si hai apne hi vicharon mein, and king is looking at her so intently he has forgotten to even wink his eyelashes. Vismrita nimeshena chakshusha priyam avalokayami yataha उन्नमित एक भ्रूलतम आननम अस्याह पदानि रचयन्त्याह. So padani rachayantyaha asyaha ananam. Padani, Lalita Padabandham Priyambada told her that you should give some Lalita Padabandha, right? So padani rachayantyaha, Raghava Bhatta says Suptigantani padani. Okay, so Suptigantani padani rachayantyaha asyaha ananam mukham kidrusham unnamita ek bhrulatam. Unnamita ek bhrulatam. One eyebrow has gone up. Raghava Bhatta's commentary is worth reading here. Utshipta eka bhrulata yatra tadrusham ananam. So you can visualize. I won't have to enact, right? So utshipta eka bhrulata, and by lata, the commentators again say the eyebrows are bushy, thick and long, and therefore they look like lata. So unnamita ek bhrulata ananam asyaha padani rachayantyaha, and it becomes kantakitena ananena. It becomes kantakita. Why? When she is thinking of some pada, some pada means, oh, shall I use this word? No, I think this doesn't convey the meaning. I should use a better word. If it's a Kathora Vyanjana Yukta, then for Lalita Padabandha it won't suit, and therefore she will have the Mrudu Vyanjana Yukta, Anunasika Yukta, the Prasadika Rachana and all that, and therefore Idam Padam Anudeyam Athava Idam Iti Vitarke, and then at a flash of lightning she gets some pada, and then her face blooms and it gets, oh yeah, wow, and therefore kantakitam, it becomes romanchitam. So all that process is covered in only one adjective, kantakitam, right? Padani rachayantyaha asyaha utshipta eka bhrulata yasmin tadrasham ananam yada kantakitam bhavati tena kantakitena ananena or kantakitena kapolena mayi tasyaha anuragam prathayati. And with that her kapola gets romancha, and then with that kapola I get a feeling, I get an assurance that yes, her love for me is as deep as my love for her. Now anuragaha, last time I didn't mention this. Anuraga, Raghava Bhatta again goes, like this is Ratehe Shashti Avastha Anuragaha. This is the sixth phase of Rati. Rati is love. So the love has, this is not Madanavastha that we saw last time. They are 10. This is Ratehe Shashti Avastha. It starts with Prema, then Mana, Pranaya, Sneha, Raga and Anuraga. It starts with Prema. So Prema, Pranaya, Anuraga all have different shades of meaning. It adds to, Anuraga is the highest. Okay. So it is love, Love, love is the only word in English. Right? as far as I know. Love is the only word. Now here, prema is love, pranaya is also love, and anuraga also you translate as love only. But here, prema is the first stage, pranaya is the third stage, and anuraga is the sixth stage. Sneha in between comes, it is the fourth stage. And anuraga, it is mentioned, it is explained in the grantha called Sudhakara as Ragaha eva. Raga Ranjanat Ragaha. Raga is not Marathi Raga. Mala त्याचा खूप राग आला. I became angry. Not that rag, okay? For Marathi people. So Ragaha eva swasamvedya dasha praptya prakashitaha anuragasyat. Swasamvedya dasha praptya. So the king is saying this, right? The king is Prajagara Krisha. Now he doesn't know what is going on in the heart of Shakuntala. And here is Shakuntala. She is expressing her love. She doesn't know what are the feelings of king. Both are in deep love with each other, but both are unaware of that, right? And now therefore, Ragaha eva, now the king says, Swa samvedya dasha prapta. Whatever he is feeling, the similar feelings Shakuntala is also experiencing now, and therefore anuraga. So his raga is getting supported by her raga, and therefore it becomes anuraga. So anuragam kantakitena kapolena mai anuragam prathayati. So her face description and her kapola getting this goosebumps and all that, and therefore he feels that what mai anuragam, she deeply loves me. Her cheeks get like some goosebumps. एकदम त्याच्यावरची लव अशी उभी राहते आणि कंटकित होतात ते. सो दॅट इज द वर्ड. सो मयि अनुरागम कपोलेन कंटकितेन प्रथयति. हला चिंतितं मया गीतवस्तु. In between, Shakuntala has thought about what she should write on the Nalini Patra, and but then where is the asannihitani khalu atra sadhanani, punarlekhana sadhanani, lekhana sadhanas are not there. So what to write upon now? On what should I write? Right? That is her question. And then Priyambada says, etasmin shukodara sukumare nalini patre nakhaihi nikshipta varanam kuru. So she offers a Nalini Patra. Nalini Patra Vata, the Nalini Patra are easily available there because it was there itself, right? They were fanning her with that. And therefore, etasmin Nalini Patre, there is a very beautiful adjective for that. Shukodara Sukumare. It is as Sukumar, as delicate, as the belly, the chest, belly, chest, the inner portion of Shuka, the parrot. So it is Sukumara, it is Vachya, it is given here. But what is Vyangya? It is also light green in color, we say parrot green. And Nalini Patra is also parrot green. So both. So Shukodara Sukumare, the Shukodaratva, why this particular thing is given for Nalini Patra, that is also very, very significant. So when such significant adjectives are used, our Kuntaka, who is the great exponent of Vakrokti, he would say this is Padavakrata or Visheshana Vakrata. Okay? You cannot replace that with any other thing. Okay? And therefore Shukod, there are hundreds and thousands of birds, but Shuka is Shuka, light green color. So Shuko and Sukumara, the inner, the outer portion, which is exposed to the heat and the light and the sun and all that, that becomes little rough because of the feathers and wings and all that. But the inside will be like our Prishtha is little hard, but our chest and Udara is little softer, right? So Udara is always soft. This is Shukodara and Sukumara. So Shukodara Sukumare, Nalini Patre. So the color also is told here. Nakhaihi Nikshipta Varanam Kuru. Now here for Varanam, there is a comment, that Varana means color, right? And last time I said that, last Sunday I told that Varna here is not color. Varna means Varna, that is Akshara. For that, the comment is that the Aksharas were written with color fluid, something like Manashila Raga, right? Or what you can say, Manashila, there is some yellowish color also, yellow pigment they say. In Marathi it is called Hartal. So with that it is written, the letters were written first with that, and therefore the color, they were written with color, and then the ink etc. were produced later on. First it was Dhatu Raga, it was a mineral dye, and therefore it got the same name Varna on color only. So this is just a comment of some scholar. Okay. Now Shakuntala Yathoktam Rupayitva. Yathoktam Rupayitva means thinking, yeah, got it. Now how to write? Now give me the sadhana and I'll write it. Okay, Yathoktam Rupayitva, she got it. And now she has written that. Okay, Nakkaihi Nikshipta Varanam Kuru. But she wants them to listen to what she has written. Hala, Shrunutamidanim Sangatartham Nava iti. Is it appropriate or not? Does it convey the meaning which I really want to? Because these are very close friends of ours. Otherwise, such a feeling of love will not be shared with anybody. It has to be a secret love in the beginning, initial stage. But they are so close to her, and she hasn't, done anything without sharing anything which comes in her mind with her friends. And therefore, she wants to share this also. Sangatartham navaiti. Is it appropriate? Whether, as Priyambada had told, Lalita Padabandham, whether it is really Lalita Padabandham, or do you suggest something, some additions? Almost welcome, always welcome. Avahite svaha. Yes, we are ready to listen. Then Vachayati. She reads whatever Nakhaihi Nikshipta Varanaha Kritaha Tattara Shukodara Sukumare Nalini Patre Tan Vachayati. So she reads the Aksharas. Very beautiful verse. Very, very beautiful. Tavana jane hridayam mama punaha. Tavana jane hridayam mama punaha kamaha dahati divapi ratrau api. Mama punaha kamaha divapi ratrau api. Not dahati. Dahati comes for Dushyanta. Nirgrhana tapati baliyaha tvayi vritta manorathayaha angani. Hey Nirgrhana, she is addressing Dushyanta as Nirgrhana, Nishkripa, not having any compassion. Oh, merciless, oh, hard-hearted king, hard-hearted, because you haven't looked at me, you haven't taken any compassion on me. I am getting thinner and thinner day by day. Where do you look at me? You don't notice even, right? So, Tavana jane hridayam, I don't know what's there in your heart. But mama punaha kamaha ratrau api divapi cha ratrau api. During the day and during the night, baliyaha kamaha tapati. So this burns me, this tortures me, this pains me. Tapayati. Tapati, tapayati, baliyaha. How is this kama? Baliyaha. Baliyaha could be taken as an adjective, or as the commentary M.R. Kale writes in his notes, baliyaha, the visheshanas when used in neuter singular can be used as an adverb. Kriya visheshana avyaya. Baliyaha would remain baliyaha, no matter what is the subject used, okay? Or here, kamaha is also nominative singular, baliyaha is also nominative, baliyaha is neuter singular, baliyan would be masculine singular. So this should be taken as an adverb and not an adjective. Kamaha mam baliyaha tapati. So baliyaha becomes a thing which modifies the verb and not qualifies the noun. An adjective is a noun qualifying another noun, and an adverb is a word or a noun which modifies a verb. That is how we have learned the definitions of adjectives and adverbs in the school days, right? So baliyaha tapati. So not baliyaha kamaha. It would be baliyan, right? Grammatically. So kamaha mam baliyastapati. It tortures me excessively. Excessively, it becomes an adverb. When diva apicha ratrau api, during the day as well as during the night. And baliyaha tapati what? Angani, mama angani. It tortures, it pains, it agonizes, it gives pain to all my limbs. My limbs, who am I? How am I? Vritta manorathayaha. Tvai vritta manorathayaha. One whose all mental wishes, manoratha, mental wish, is being deposited in you. Tvai vrittaha manorathaha yasyaha tasyaha me angani ayam kamaha baliyastapati. Kada divapi cha ratrau api. And why she said nirguruna? Tava na jane hridayam. I don't know really how you are disposed. What do you feel about me? What are your feelings about me? Now here, because angani is used in the bahuvachana, of course that is the requirement of this meter also, but Raghava Bhatta takes an opportunity in explaining what all angas of Shakuntala are getting tortured. Why? Because all the limbs of Shakuntala are craving for Dushyanta. Her eyes, her ears, her mouth, her face, her breast, her nitamba, everything, all her body parts are just longing to get united with Dushyanta. And in that light, he has explained in his rich commentary everything. This should be, this could be like a patha in Kama Shastra, not just a Sahitya. This is a Kama Shastra. Exactly on the lines of Kama Shastra, he has done his commentary, he has written the commentary. And Angani Bahuvachanat Mardavati Shayatvam api dhvanyate. That is one comment of his, that if one anga is pained, we feel so much of agony, right? If all the angas start complaining, then how much will be that? It will be multiplied, the pain, the agony will be multiplied, and how this Sukumara Kanya will be able to tolerate that, will be able to bear that. So, anena asyaha mardavasya atishayatvam danyate anganiti bahuvachane. Now, kani angani tatra suchyante. He says that I think I'll read it from the commentary so that I don't have to comment in English about that. First, or we'll take that Tava Hridayam na jane at the end. He says, Alinganam bhujayoho manoratha. What is the manoratha of? Now, Raghava Bhatta here has taken Vritta manorathani angani, not Vritta manorathayaha angani. And therefore, he is explaining the manoratha of each and every limb. What is the manoratha of each limb? So, what is the manoratha? What is the wish of her bhujayoho alinganam manoratha? So, she should embrace Dushyanta. Tvat kanti jhara pravaha panam tu chakshushoho manoratha. What is the manoratha for my eyes? I should look at you, gaze at you without winking my eyes, and tula nazret sathavna. Okay, so tvat kanti jhara pana. So that glow of your face, I just want to drink it. So that is the manoratha of my eyes. Then tvad vachanamrita sarasi nimajjanam shravanayoho. Shravanayoho manoratha kaha tvad vachanamrita sarasi. Not just vachana. Vachanamrita sarasi. In the nectarine pool of your speech, I just want to get immersed. I mean, my ears want to get immersed. My ears want to hear only those words because shrotrasya, what? Gunaha, shabdaha, right? And therefore, the shravana. So therefore, this is sarasi nimajjanam shravanayoho. Tvan mukha saroj shwasa ghranam nasikayaha. Mukha ashvasa tasya aghranam नासिकायाः प्रयोजनं नासिकायाः मनोरथः शशांक कोमल त्वद अंकारोहणं नितंबस्य what the nitambas are craving for त्वद करतल मेलनं कुचयोः इत्यादि. So these are the angani. So all my angas are craving, are pining to get united with you, and therefore Vritta manorathayaha me angani kamaha baliyastapati. And this has really become unbearable for me. And she says, Tavana jane hridayam nirghrana nishkripa. Oh hard-hearted, oh merciless king. For that also Raghava Bhatta says, Goptena tava hridayam gopura kapatayamanam. Your hridaya is like a kapata which you have closed. Both the doors of the, usually there were two doors. Now we have come down to one door of our houses also. Only one door. Here also in the room there is one door. Otherwise two doors. At least the doors could meet each other. Now there is no meeting of the doors, right? These two doors used to meet each other. And then there was this argala, right? So now Raghava Bhatta says, Gopura kapatayamanam ripu danuja nivaha sharashataihi api abhedyam. Your hridaya is abhedyam, very difficult to be pierced by sharashataihi, by even hundreds and thousands of arrows shot at you by Ripu and Danuja Nivaha, by the groups and the troops of the enemies and the Asuras. Ripu and Danuja Nivaha Sharashataihi api abhedyam tava hridayam ataha katinam. Right? Your hridaya is unpierceable because they can't aim at you. You are so. This is like a aprastuta stuti of Dushyanta, that he is so invincible a warrior that no matter hundreds and thousands of arrows are shot at him, nothing goes inside. He will, paravartit kar dega sabko. And therefore, sharashataihi api abhedyam tava hridayam evam bhutam. So this is what your hridaya is, and therefore it must be hard-hearted. So I don't know if there is a softer feeling of love for me in your heart, and therefore tava na jane hridayam. Okay, but mama punaha. But as far as I am concerned, let me tell you. And therefore she is writing all that. This is to convey her feelings to Dushyanta in unambiguous words, so that यथा तस्य राजर्षेः अनुशोचनीया अनुकंप्या भविष्यामि तथा वर्तेथाम अन्यथा सिंचतं मे तिलोदकम. That's what she said. And therefore she is writing in this manner that he will have pity on her. Okay. There is another thing like, some commentators say it, tava is tava na jane hridayam, but na jane hridayam mamapi. That will also be taken. That can also be construed as a meaningful sentence. Tavapi cha mamapi cha na jane hridayam. Why mama hridayam aham na jane? Because tattu tvai vartate. that has gone to you now. I don't have it anymore. It doesn't belong to me, right? You have already stolen my heart. And therefore, mama na jane hridayam, that meaning also could be taken. See, if you just twist the words, different meanings you can take out. So this is also very loving meaning, very charming meaning. So because tattu tvai vartate, that heart, where does it belong to me now? I have become paravasha in everything. As it is paravati, tatra bhavati, Dushyanta was also saying. But that was as far as the functional matters, the ritual matters, and hospitality and other things were concerned. Here, she wants to say that I am paravati because even my heart doesn't belong to me now. Tattu tvai vartate. Right? I'm just I think I quoted this once, no? Napunsakamiti jnatva. Did I quote it here sometime? Oh, I am just reminding this verse. Forget, you can pardon me if I quote it wrong, but I just thought of this at the spur of the moment. One lover is saying to his beloved, it is based on a grammar thing, okay? Napunsakam iti matva priyayai preshitam manaha. I sent my mind to her because it is napunsaka. So it won't have any liking and love for my priya, right? Napunsakam iti matva priyayai preshitam manaha tattu tatraiva ramate. But that my mind, which has gone there, tattu tatraiva ramate hatah paninina vayam. Oh, we are doomed by Panini. Panini said that manas is napusakalinga. See? The napusakalinga hai karke usko bhej diya, but wo to wahi reh gaya. Right? Very beautiful word. See, the grammar, manas is an napunsakalinga word. If I go myself, I am a pullinga, I am a purusha. And therefore I sent first as a messenger my napunsakalinga manas so that it will go to you and bring back your message. But that stayed there only. What to do now? Napunsakamiti matva priyayai preshitam manaha tattu tatraiva ramate hatah paninina vayam. Okay, now here the reference is something different, but then mama hridayam mai nasti tattu tvai eva arpitam. Tubhyam eva arpitam tattu tatra vartate tvai vartate atra na vartate ataha aham na jane mama hridayam. But what I know is jane kevalam ekam, and that is kamaha baliyas tapati mam divapicha ratravapi. Okay, very beautiful verse. And nirghrana, by saying this, because so long you are in the ashrama, never once did you bother to ask about my well-being and what is my condition. That means this feeling is not there in you. So how would she be? How would she get an assurance that King also loves her so deeply? So this is the time now for the king to make an entry. So long, vitapantarito bhutva, right? But now is the time. He has to go and console her. There itself. That is the time. Here and now, right? And therefore, sahasa upasritya. Sahasa, suddenly he comes in the front. Tapati tanugatri madanaha tvam anisham mam punaha dahatyeva. Fun. The play with the word tapati and dahati. Tapati tvam tanugatri madanaha anisham divapicha ratravapicha mam punaha dahati, burns me. It just pains you. It just tortures you. To me, he is burning. So that means आग दोनों साइड लगी है, दोनों तरफ आग लगी है, बराबर लगी है, बट यहाँ ज्यादा है. Why? He gives very nice drishtanta. He says glapayati yatha shashankam na tatha hi kumudvatim divasaha. Very beautiful. Divasaha kumudvatim tatha na glapayati yatha shashankam glapayati. Divasaha, the Chandarashmi sun is shining with all his hundreds and thousands of rays. So Chandanshu Surya Tapati, ayam tadrishaha grishmasya divasaha iti anumanyantam. So tadrishaha divasaha kumudvatim tatha naglapayati. It does not harass Kumudvati, the moon lotus plant. Kumuda is specifically, inevitably, the night blooming lotus. Kumuda is a white lotus, and therefore it blooms at night. And Divasa, by Divasa, it will close down because it blooms only in the night, right? And therefore, the Divasa is stated to be causing some trouble to the Kumuda so that it doesn't bloom at all. It will await till the sunset, and when the moon rises, the Kumuda will bloom. So Kumudvatim tatha naglapayati. But the Divasa will not torture, agonize the moon lotus plant that much, as much it will torture Shashanka, the sun. The sun is not seen at all. The moon, Shashankam. When the sun is shining, the moon is not seen at all, right? Kumudvati is seen at least in the closed circumstance. In a Kalika Avastha or Ardhonmilita Avastha, at least you can see the Kumuda, the lotus plant you can see. But Shashanka is not at all seen. So that means the trouble given by Divasa, the sun, or the day, to Kumudvati is lesser than the trouble given to the moon, because the moon gets overshadowed and is not even, oh, यहाँ चांद है, दिखता भी नहीं है, दिन में कहाँ दिखता है चांद, right? What is the Subhashita? Khadyoto dyotate tavad yavanodayate shashi uditetu punarbhano na khadyoto na cha chandrama. अरे क्या क्या सुभाषित याद आ रहे हैं? खद्योतो द्योतते त्यावत. खद्योत is a firefly, kazwa. खे द्योतते इति खद्योतः. खद्योतो द्योतते तावत यावन्नोदयते शशि. As long as the moon doesn't come up, moon is not there in the sky, the khadyota will give some ray of light, firefly. So some light it will emit. Okay, the insect, the firefly. Uditetu punarbhanau, but when once the sun rises, na khadyoto na chandrama. Neither khadyota nor chandrama. So the khadyota has life till the moon rises, but moon has life only till sun rises. Once the sun rises, moon has no identity at all. It gets lost. So he compares himself with Shashanka, okay, and Shakuntala with Kumudvati, white, tender, delicate lotus, the moon lotus. So, na tathahi kumudvatim divasaha glapayati yatha shashankam na tathahi kumudvatim divasaha. And he addresses her as Tanugatri. This is again what we can say in the Kuntaka's language, Visheshana Vakrata or Pada Vakrata, appropriate Visheshana. She has become Tanugatri because Parihiyase angaihi kevalam lavanyamayi chaya tvam namunchati. That's how Priyambada tells her. Parihiyase angaihi nishidinam. Right? You are reducing day by day and day by night, but lavanyamayi chaya tvam namunchati. So Tanugatri yasyaha gatrani tanuni jatani tadrashi Tanugatri. Madanaha and Madanaha dahati is again a virodha. Madayati harsham dadati, Madiharshi, right? Madayati, Madhyati, harsham dadati, iti madanaha vastutaha harshadaha. Kintu tadrishaha madanaha idanim tapakaha jataha, tapanaha sanjataha, iti aho virodhaha. Right? And therefore this is a virodhabhasa. Nice verses. Tapati tanugatri madanaha, tapati tanugatri Anuprasa also. Madanaha tva manisham mam punardahatyeva. Mam dahatyeva. He keeps on burning me till I will be reduced to ashes now. Burning, it will reduce one to ash. When you are burning something, so that is also indicated. That is a dhvani. So if I can't get united with you, then mamatu dashami avastha madanavastha nama mritihi sanjayamana. Right? So that is what he intends. I mean, this could be a dhvani. Tapati tanugatri madanahat mamanisham maam punardahatyeva glapayati yatha shashankam na tathahi kumudvatim divasaha. Okay. So this Sakhyau, Vilokya, now suddenly he has come, but they are very happy to see him. First time they were startled to see Dushyanta when he came in the first act, right? Like that. But then now they are very happy, but because Kalakramana is not, what is that? Duragata manmathayam na kshamate kalayapanam, something Priyambada said last time we read that, right? And therefore, this he has come on his own without calling. Without calling, he has come on his own. Vilokya saharsham utthaya. They are glad, and after seeing him, they get up from that Shilatala. Swagatam avilambinaha manorathasya. So the manoratha is getting fulfilled without any delay. Avilambinaha mano akshama iyam kalaharanasya. Right? That was what Priyambada said. So, avilambinaha manorathasya. And she had thought of that also, to write that Madanalekha. Nibhritam yathasya tat chintayitavyam. But then adds this one should be Shigram Sukaram eva. And therefore she asked her to write the love letter. Now, the Kalaharana is also not gone, is not required, because the person who she is loving has come in front all of a sudden. So Shakuntala abhyutthatum ichchati. She is reclining. If you remember, they have prepared a lotus bed and a lotus stalks, and they are fanning her with lotus leaves. So there is a bisashayya, bisatantu shayya made for her, and kusuma shayya, kusumastaranam, and she wants to get up because to greet him. He is a king. Alamalamaya sena. Nothing, enough of this courtesy and all that. No upachara. And then again a verse comes. Sandashta kusuma shayanani ashuklanta bisabhanga surabhini guru paritapani nate gatrani upachara marhanti. The main sentence is this. Te gatrani upacharam na arhanti. Your gatra, your limbs, upacharam na arhanti, they do not deserve such etiquettes and formalities of greeting and all. That means don't get up, just lie down, just recline, because Tanugatri he has already addressed. And how are these gatrani? There are two visheshanas. One is a small visheshana, one is the entire charana, two charanas, okay? Guru paritapani, for whom the gatras, for whom the tapa, the heat of Madana is excessive. Guru, mahan tapaha. Guru paritapani te gatrani upacharam narhanti. And the other visheshana is too long, one full word, samastapada. Sandashta kusuma shayanani, there are two. Sandashta kusuma shayanani is one, and ashuklanta bisabhanga surabhini is another. So there are totally three visheshanas for gatrani. So Guru paritapani we saw. Sandashta kusuma shayanani. Sandashta, sam plus dasha dansha, that is to really bite, but Raghava Bhatta takes the meaning as lagna. Dashtam nama lagnam, and samdashtam is samyak dashtam, visheshena lagnam. So attached, clinged, sticking together. Sticking together. What are sticking together? Kusuma shayanani. See, your gatrani, this is the visheshana of gatra. Kidrushani gatrani, sandashta kusuma shayanani, not kusumani. Kusuma shayanani. See, just imagine a person lying on the kusumastarana. When the person suddenly gets up, it is not just the one or two flowers which stick to its body, but the entire bed of the flowers will rise when the person wants to rise up, right? And therefore Sandashta Kusum, because the Shayya is, that will come in the later part of that. When Shakuntala leaves, he describes that Shayya also, she was reclining here, and therefore there are imprints of her body on that Shayya, right? And therefore when she suddenly wants to get up, then what will happen? Sandashta Kusuma Shayana, the entire flowery bed will also rise with her gatra when she wants to get up. So Sandashta Kusuma Shayanani Ashuklanta Bisa Bhanga Surabhini. And these gatras are fragrant, Surabhini, because Bisa Bhanga, Bisa is the lotus stalk, the white Nala, Mrinala, we call it. That is the inner stalk of in the hollow reed like stem of lotus. कमळाचा जो देठ आहे तो सोलला की त्याच्यामध्ये आत असा पांढरा धागा निघतो, दॅट इज कॉल्ड बिस. आणि दिस बिकम्स द खाद्य, दिस बिकम्स द पाथेय फॉर द राजहंस रिसाइडिंग इन मानस, बिस. ओके, सो that has a nice fragrance also. Bisa has nice fragrance and it is still softer. Kamala as it is soft and it is growing in water, so there is a moisture also and softness also, and if you peel it there is a fragrance also. So this Bisa Shayya has been made for her. Now this Bisa Bhanga Surabhini Gatrani, and how are these Bisa Bhanga? The pieces of the lotus stalk, the inner lotus stalk, they have spread it टुकड़े करके उसके छोटे छोटे. So Bisabhanga, how are they? Ashuklanta, they have faded up very quickly because of the body heat of Shakuntala. Even the kusuma like Prajakta, if you pick them, not pluck, you have to pick from the ground, right? They are all fallen on the ground. So if you pick them up and you keep them in your palms even for 2-3 minutes, the color will be faded and the petals will turn inside, because the body heat causes that klantatva, that fading of that drying up of the flowers, as delicate as that. Now this you are talking not of a flower, but the inner stalk of the lotus stem, that is still softer, white. So white will turn its color, it will become dark and it will become like mana टाकलेल्या मुरगळलेल्या सारखं चुरगळून जाणार. And therefore, see, every word which Kalidasa has used is so significantly used. So Ashuklanta, not that they will take long time. The moment she is lying down on that, because of that body heat, they have got klanta. They have become dried and they are pressed, because of the body, and they are quickly getting faded off. So Sandashta Kusuma Shayanani Ashuklanta Bisabhanga Surabhini and Guru Tapitani, Guru Paritapani Te Angani Upacharam Narahanti Alamalam Ayasena. If you want to get up, the entire bed will come up with you. I don't want to see that. I mean, you better lie down. Enough of having formalities and all. Okay. Itaha, Anasuya says. Now Anasuya is the first to react to him, that he has come all of a sudden. So offer him a seat and all that. He's a Raja, he's a guest after all. Itaha Shilatala Ekadesham Alankarotu Vayasyaha. It's a stone slab around the tree, the same stone slab, right? The raised platform, the stone, on which there is a Kusumastarana and Bisashayya of Shakuntala. But Shila Ekadeshe, on one corner of the same platform, Vayasyaha Alankarotu, you may sit. Mark the difference in the Sambodhana. Earlier it was like Arya or Rajarshi or Mahodaya, whatever. Now it is Vayasya. He has suddenly become a friend. because he is sharing the same feeling as that of their intimate friend Shakuntala. So one who shares the feelings of Shakuntala is a friend to them. This is how Sakhya Bhava goes on with the ripple effect, A friend's friend becomes my friend. His friend also becomes my friend. So this is the Sakhya Bhava. So, itaha shilatala ekadesham. On a corner of this slab stone, you may have a seat. Raja upavishati, Shakuntala salajja tishtati. Some people, they translate this as Raja sits and Shakuntala stands bashfully. She is not standing. She remains there because king has stopped her from doing that ayasa, alamalam ayasena. Shakuntala tishtati, she remains there with downcast eyes, bashful, lajjaya. Shakuntala salajja tishtati. Dvayoho api, now Priyambada says first, Dvayoho api yuvayoho anyonya anuragaha pratyakshaha. We have seen now that both of you, both have committed verbally, right? So, you both have love for each other and equally intense love. Yuvayoho anyonya anuragaha pratyakshaha, that we have heard. Pratyaksha is any vishayendriya sannikarshayam jnanam pratyakshamithyabhidhiyate. So not necessarily which is seen by the eyes. Aksha stands for indriya in general. Aksha stands for indriya in general, and pratyaksha therefore is any indriya janita jnana. Okay, so the cognitive organs. So even hearing, we both heard what you wanted to say. So this becomes a pratyaksha jnana. So anyonya anuraga pratyakshaha sakhi snehaha mam punaha mam punaruktavadinim karoti. But I would like to say something, though it will be tautology, pishtapeshana, or saying the same thing again. Punar uktavadinim. Something is ukta, punarukta. And I will be doing that, punarukti. But still, sakhi snehaha mam punaruktavadinim karoti. So this is my love for my friend, which obliges me, which compels me to say something which may be a repetitive phrase. And what is that? Then he says, Raja, Bhadre, naitat pariharyam. Don't avoid saying it. Don't suppress what you want to say, how to say, because it is punarukti and all that. Don't have any such feeling. Tat apariharyam. And then again a very beautiful generalization. He says, Vivakshitam hi anuktam anutapam janayati. Beautiful sentence. Like earlier, the Sakhis said, Snigdha jana samvibhaktam hi dukkham saiha vedanam bhavati. And I told you that time, what a beautiful universal truth, Arthantaranyasa, Alankara. Why do you need poems for that? Why do you need verses for that? Even in small prose sentences, they convey tons of meanings, loftiest feelings they convey. So, vivakshitam hi, whatever is vaktum ichhitam, ipsitam. Vivakshitam, vaktum ichha, vivaksha. Okay, vivakshitam tasya this nishtanta rupam. Anuktam, if it is not said, anutapam janayati, it will create a feeling of remorse or repentance later on. Then we say, sometimes, oh, I should have told him there itself. I felt like telling, but I suppressed myself. I should have, tabhi कहना था, तब अच्छा होता. अब तो मन ही मन जल रहे हैं, है ना? So, vivakshitam, we wanted to say something. If we don't say it there itself, when the situational demand asks you to do it, if you don't say it then it causes repentance and remorse in your mind, and that troubles you all the more. So, even if it is punarukta, in love, everything is fair. It is your love for your friend that obliges you to say something. So, don't suppress your thoughts. Don't suppress your speech, your words. Please let it out. If you don't say it now, later on you will repent for not saying it at the right time. We'll stop here now because you have to mull over this. Vivakshitam hi anuktam anutapam janayati. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.